Don, well, I mean, outworked or outclassed or both, or was one worse than the other today, do you think?
Oh, the work rate was down. I mean, all credit to Melbourne. They played a really strong game, but that was really disappointing from our end. Our work rate, our ability to win our share around the contest and the stoppage was really poor.
Very unlike what you guys have.
Yeah, that's the disappointing part. Is that we've had some really strong games this year. We've been really good in that space. Today wasn't one of them. So we, as I say, dip our hats to Melbourne, but we walk away, lick our wounds, and get ready to go again. It was a really poor day.
Can you talk us through three-quarter time? You walked up to the players, didn't say a lot, eyeballed them. What was the thought process?
I was trying to engage them and make them, just bring them back to the president and try and get them to actually feel what was going on. I don't think there was any point at that point ranting and raving at them. We had a good conversation about what we wanted to stand for in the last quarter. A small positive was we at least won the contested possession in the last quarter, but we saw a repeat of some of the things which caused us problems in the first three quarters. So it wasn't by any stretch a great quarter of footy. I think we lost every quarter. So it's probably just to engage with the group.
Disappointing that it took that to get some sort of response from them in the last quarter?
Disappointing all day, to be honest. I mean, I don't think we started poorly. And to Melbourne's credit, they outworked us, they outhunted us early and put us into a really reactive position, and they were able to move the ball far too easily. We weren't able to slow down their ball movement. They scored significantly out of their back half or our front half, and that just put pressure on us across the whole game. And it was really one with a lot today. We got beaten at the stoppage, we got beaten in the ruck, we got beaten, ground balls, we got beaten, forward of the ball, behind the ball. It was, the scoreboard reflects that.
In the big picture, Don, how worried are you about that, or is it something you think next week you can come out and be the complete opposite to what you did today?
I don't sort of necessarily worry about it, but it's one of those things. Well, I do worry about it, but it's one of those things you want to avoid that. I mean, we don't want to be a side that fluctuates with the highs and the lows. We want to be a consistent side in that space, and today was inconsistent, and that's we own that, and we're responsible for that, and we'll stick together. We'll review it. We're pretty direct in terms of the review of to what creates winning and what also is poor, and understand the level and the standard, and keep reinforcing that, keep training it, and get back on the horse next Sunday against GWS.
Melbourne are nearly fully fit. You guys are far from it. Does that provide any context to the loss for you at all, or any?
No. We came here, as we do every week. We came here with a side and a team that we thought was capable of winning the game. And the players would say that they came here on that expectation, and we didn't perform to our level. And that's taking nothing away from Melbourne, who were very, very good. They're a very good footy team. They've got good even contribution at every line, but we were way below what we would expect of ourselves today.
Brown concussion, and
Yep.
Paul hurt himself in the warm-up, adductor, is that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we obviously missed Brownie from, I think, late in the first quarter, and Paul was probably a half hour before he ran out. He was just deemed too much of a risk from the docks to proceed with him, so that brought Miles Pyke in. So a little bit of juggling there, but we had the extra runner and Sam Gibson to be able to play wing, so we thought we could cover that.
So more precautionary than anything with Paul, because obviously
I don't know. We're going to have
last year.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. It's too early to tell on that. It was clearly the doctors and himself didn't feel comfortable putting him out there today, so we'll assess it during the week and see what it looks. Hopefully, it's just one of those things which is flared up and we can get it settled down and he'll be ready for next week. But we'll have to let you know.
Do you feel that you're lacking leadership on the ground without your names out there, Don? Are other guys doing enough to direct traffic and help? That's
a growth opportunity for them, to be honest. That's an area where we don't want to be relying upon one or two leaders. Obviously, with Taylor and Rory both out at the moment, I thought they were outstanding in that space last week against the Bulldogs. Today, not so. But that's part of their development and part of their learning around what it actually takes to play consistently hard and solid AFL footy. And that group today will have learnt some really good lessons, and we walk away from it. And we don't just sweep it under the carpet. We walk away and we'll assess that and we'll go, what do we take from there individually and collectively? What do we learn about ourselves to keep going down the road?
What did you make of Jake Lever's performance today, Don?
I didn't really focus on Jake Lever. I mean, I think I would have said to you, if I looked at Melbourne, they probably had the best 10 players on the ground, so it wasn't necessarily about him.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.